Good morning. So today is Monday, the 2nd of December 2024. So it's now 30 days until the new year, until the year 2025. And so I'm doing my daily check-in as I said I would throughout the month of December. And I'm realizing that the beginning is always the hardest bit, or it's the easy bit, depending on the way you look at it. So it's like it's new. And so there's usually a point at some point where you feel like you've hit a wall where you're like, do I just give up, or do I just like stop doing this? Why am I doing this? Like literally your brain chatter just starts going crazy. Or you can see it as like this is the hardest bit, because if you get through the first week, 2 weeks, or the first moments or whatever it is, then it's like you can build that momentum. So I am definitely measuring my feelings about things. But I just thought for today's video, I would share how yesterday went. So yesterday was really good because when I did day one, it was the late part of the morning. And so I then had a full day. So I was then spending some quality time with my sister and my cousin, who drove up to Manchester from Birmingham yesterday. And we had loads of fun. It was a really good time together. We ate food because we were all hungry because we hadn't eaten. And the food was amazing. The food was so good. Went somewhere that we haven't been before, neither of us, so also not together. But then towards the end of the day, I felt like my high just starting to level out. And then I had some homework to do. So I was on a self-development program. That's the best way to word it. Self-development program last week. So this time last week, I was in London, about to start day 3 of this self-development program, which you'll learn more about in the future. And I was so involved in that when the homework was set, I was like, I'm going to do this homework because it's only going to benefit me. So it's funny that the 90-day challenge, my personal 90-day growth challenge, just happened to be finishing up. It just happened to be wrapping up around the same time that a new 90-day challenge would begin, which started on Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024. So a week on this Wednesday. And that 90-day challenge, or it's not a 90-day challenge, it's 90 days of mastery, is not led by me. So the first one that I did from 1st of September to the 30th of November was self-directed, self-mapped, and self-motivated. Like there was a lot of self-discipline in that. I structured it and I put myself through it. Whereas this one is led by someone else, and so there's homework that's being set for me, and daily homework is a part of that. And so last night I experienced some unexpected tears during the homework that I was doing, but I had some revelations and realizations during those moments of crying, because it wasn't like floods of crying. It wasn't like uncontrollable crying. It was more a case of a release. It was a case of I'm feeling something that I have never felt before, but feels like I have. Like it makes sense, or having a penny drop click moment. And that was quite moving, very moving. And so today is when I complete that homework piece, if that makes sense. So there was writing involved yesterday, and today is when I let it go. And so that will be later today. And so when I woke up this morning and I saw that it was pitch black outside at the time, obviously there's starting to be some light now, but this was definitely dark outside when I woke up this morning, and I woke up a little earlier than I usually do on a work day. And I could hear the wind, and I knew that it was wet outside. So either it was raining or it had rained through the night. I knew it was cold, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I have to face outside today. And under normal, usual circumstances, I would stay indoors if the weather's like this and I genuinely have nowhere to be, nowhere to go outside of where I live. But I have this commitment and I want to stay on top of it. And because I've done 90 days before where I've built up my mental fortitude and I've pushed through adversity, like where I've done videos on days where I really didn't have the energy, or I was so hurt or so fragile, so vulnerable, or days when I would fall asleep or want to just sleep, but then it's like, no, Olivia, you need to write down in your 90-day growth challenge book some notes for that day. And so I was like, okay, Olivia, if you've done 90 days before, you can do 90 days again. And it just made me so like grateful for how things align in life. You don't always know the reason why you go through something, but it's on the other side that you understand why you needed to grow through something. And so that's what I'm kind of allowing myself to experience. Trust in the process all over again. I trusted the process when it came to my locks. That was something I heard a lot and would repeat to myself a lot, even though I didn't fully understand it at the time. In the very beginning stages of my lock journey back in December 2020 into the top end of 2021, those first 6 months. And so I'm trusting the process again with this, because I'm thinking I'm nearly 4 years locked, and 4 years has brought me a long way. And so I can only imagine what this chapter that I'm currently in is going to do for my corner of the world, who I am, and all the people that I have been blessed to be connected to in some way or another. And so I am going to face the outdoors today for the sake of my inner peace. And so I just thought that that would be the thing that I share with you today. I was having a think, because I do my gratitude statements in the morning, my template, my core gratitude statements. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for health. Thank you for wealth. Thank you for happiness. I say that every day, usually in the morning, and often either in bed or in the shower. But today, as I was saying them, because that's separate to the 90 days of gratitude list that I have to write. So every day I have to write, every night before I go to sleep, the last thing I have to do before I go to sleep is write 10 things, a list of 10 things that I'm grateful for. And I think today, when I do it tonight, will be day 9. I think it will be day 9. Either day 9 or day 10. So I've written 80 things so far, or by the end of today I've definitely would have written 81 things. So separate to those 5 core gratitude statements, which I've been doing for 4 years now. Not quite 4 years. I did a video on Instagram where I was wearing a yellow top and my locks could barely get up into a high something, pull all my locks together. They were much shorter. Today I'm able to fold them. I wasn't able to do them. I think that video was in 2021. And I talked about gratitude showers. So ever since then, I've been doing them every day, or as many days as I can think of, a majority of my days. And so today I was in the shower and I was like, okay, so I've said my gratitude now. What am I gonna talk about in today's video, and when am I gonna do it? Because today's a work day, so I was like, when am I gonna do it? And I would like to get them like captured at the top end of the day rather than at the bottom end of the day, because I feel like this can be part of setting the tone for my day. And I was like, well, Olivia, you know the first 100 digits of pi now. So why don't you recite that? And I was going to do that, but then I was like, as I was moisturizing and getting dressed, I was like, no, that's not the thing for today. Maybe one day, but that's not the thing for today. So instead, I wanted to share a challenge for me, because even though I'm letting go of a lot of things, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of upset, a lot of disappointment, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, remnants of anger, because I don't feel like because I was more angry in my younger years, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, than I am today. But there would still be remnants of it. Frustration probably is the best word for me. Frustration. and so yeah, so even though I'm releasing a lot, and I am happy, and I am grateful, and I am cheerful, and I am enthusiastic, and I am excited, and I am at peace more and more each day. I just feel like it would only be authentic, it'll only be genuine if I share when I have moments of either instability or uncertainty or realization. And sometimes realization can catch you. But I was very present with myself as the tears came, and I smiled through it, and I allowed myself to access the lesson, the message within that experience. And so I'm glad that I wrote the letter first, that triggered those emotions, and then did my gratitude. So that's today. That's today. And I'm looking forward to having a good day. And I hope you also have a good day. And I will see you in day 3. So if you want to continue watching these, if you want to follow this journey of 31 days, the last 31 days of the year, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you again very, very soon. Thank you.